Broadcasting live from Youngville, North Carolina and Ontario, Canada, this is Got Mead Live, a weekly show where Vicky Rowe and AJ Aramits bring you the mead news, meadery info, and mead-making discussions from all over, talking with mead makers, mead owners, industry mavens, and influencers. This is Got Mead Live, a weekly podcast about mead and the people who love it and where the mead world is going. And now here are your hosts, Got Mead owner Vicky Rowe and mead and wine maker AJ Aramits.
Live from all over everywhere because I can't see my notes. Live from North Carolina and the Bunny Pen in Ottawa, Canada. We do not have Manny and Hamish with us tonight. Unfortunately, it is Got Mead Live. Welcome to the show, and let's get things rolling. Tonight's guest is John Harris, owner of Harris Meadery in Florida, near Jacksonville, and they're going to come on. He's going to come on and tell us a little bit about what they're up to. He's got some pretty interesting meads, and he's doing some citrus meads. So we are going to be talking about citrus melomels in Back to Basics today. So if you've ever wondered why in the hell you can't get that citrus melomel to work out right, and it always comes out too sour or not sour enough or whatever it is, it's not working.
Tasting like diesel in my case.
Yeah, right, yeah. Hopefully John will be able to put some interesting stuff out there and give you guys something to listen to that might be helpful for you if you're wanting to do a citrus-based mead. So get your recorder going, get things ready, and settle down with a good glass of mead, and let's get this show on the road. And speaking of which, what are you drinking tonight, AJ?
Same thing I was drinking last week, because I haven't finished the bottle yet, and it was starting to make spider webs. So.
Oh, yeah, you gotta do something about that.
Yeah, it's Kurgoff's CDB No. 3 White Sour, which is still pretty damn good.
Yeah?
Considering he says he used the cheapest honey he could find.
Well, I'm only in the first week of changing my entire eating habit approach to ketogenic style, so today it's water and strawberry Zevia soda for me. Being good until I get to a place where I can have a little bit of mead or what have you, and it's going to be a few weeks yet, so...
Aha, so I'm the designated drunk tonight.
You are the designated drunk tonight, definitely. Yeah, it's just funny. I open the fridge and I look longingly at all the bottles in there and go, it's unfair. Because I still haven't drunk we never did get to drink the anniversary bottle.
Oh, still?
It didn't happen, and I don't know why it didn't happen. I'm trying to remember what happened, but something came up, and we ended up not. Oh, it was by the time we went out and had a grand old time and everything, and got back, we were so stuffed, and so because we'd had drinks and some wine with dinner, and we're like, we are so not going to waste this by not being in like a headspace where we can totally immerse ourselves in the Heart of Darkness experience.
Yeah,
so,
that's totally understandable then.
Yeah, so that's kind of what we've been doing. And you know what? We're getting the trailer on Friday, so we will have to do something. Then we can go sit in the new trailer at the new trailer table with the glass and the glasses and the wine and drink it. I think that
sounds like a good plan.
Yeah. So we may or may not be Manny-less tonight. Manny said that he was going to be away and didn't know if he was going to make it back in time. So if he does get here, we'll bring him back in. But if
he randomly shows up, that's why.
Yeah, if he randomly shows up, it's because Manny popped out of nowhere. Which is kind of scary when you think about it. Okay, so obviously, if you're listening live, you already know where to find us. But if you're listening recorded and John Harris just texted me, and he's like, not sure if you called. Just noticed my phone was on silent. So if you're listening recorded, but you want to listen live, you can listen to us live. You can listen to us live on the Got Mead website at gotmead.com. Just go to the Got Mead radio show, and the player is right there, and it's always playing us when we're live, or the most recent show, or any of our back shows if we're not. If you're mobile, obviously, you can use iTunes, SoundCloud, TuneIn, or Stitcher, and download from any of those services to play on your phone, or use their player Obviously, you have most people have, or a lot of people have iTunes, but SoundCloud, TuneIn, and Stitcher all have mobile apps. We also have a show player for our live and recorded shows on our Facebook page at facebook.com/gotmead. Go check it out. Replays are available on Got Mead, on Spreaker, SoundCloud, iTunes, and Stitcher, so you can find us there at any time. On Facebook, find us at, as we said, facebook.com/GotMead. We also have a Got Mead group, and if you are a Got Mead patron, there is a Got Mead patron group. Just search Got Mead patron. It'll pop right up. When you put in a request, and this is really important, so listen close, you have to say what your user ID is on Got Mead in a message to me, or I'm not going to let you in. If I don't know who you are, now obviously I know who some of you are, but if I don't know who you are and don't know if you're a patron, then I'm not going to let you in. This is for patrons only. So if you are a patron, love to see you there. Just let me know who you are and we'll get you in right away. Twitter, at GotMeadNow. If you can't call us or have a question you want to ask, just tweet us. I'm usually watching the Twitter feed during the show. Making Mead back to basics. If you have questions, just go to gotmead.com, put your mouse over the Got Mead radio show, don't click, and the drop down will show you the link to go to the Back to Basics page where you can send us a question. And if you want to call in, you can call us at 803-443-MEAD. That's 803-443-MEAD. And it's 6323, right? Yeah. 803-443-6323 if you don't want to look up the letters and you're cursing me right now. All of this stuff, AJ and I do this, Manny and Hamish do this because we love Mead, and it's because it's a kick and we enjoy doing this. But the software and all of the hosting and everything does cost money. So if you like what you hear, please consider becoming a patron member, which supports Got Mead and Got Mead activities. It's only $30 a year, and you get access to our special patron forums. You get access to the patron Got Mead group, and that's where we have the people hanging out who have the award-winning recipes. So award-winning recipes are posted in the patron groups, and that's the only place you're going to find them on Got Mead. So it's a good place to go. These are proven recipes that make amazing mead. So definitely consider it. We'd really appreciate it. It helps. That money helps me to continue to expand Got Mead and grow it and do more things to get mead out there for people and to bring more mead stuff to you guys. So thank you. If you already have, all the people that signed up last week, thank you so much. I see it when it comes in and I appreciate it very, very much. So thanks. And you want to go ahead and do this first promo for Harris, and I'll let him know that we're fixing to call him.
Sure, sounds good. Harris Meadery is proud to announce its commercial launch into distribution in Florida and Georgia with its award-winning key lime pie honey wine. It's a sweet, tart, effervescent delight with rich cinnamon, bourbon-grade vanilla beans, allspice, and local Florida honey. Available in 750ml bottles, this mead pairs well with fresh seafood, pork, and Caribbean cuisine. Ask for it from finer vendors in Florida and Georgia today.
Great. I'm really looking forward to getting the opportunity to try their key lime mead. That just sounds key lime. I mean, I adore key lime pies, so I'm really hoping that the mead is just like that. So yeah, I know, right? It was like, oh my god, over ice cream. Can you imagine?
Oh god.
All right, we're gonna get John in here, and he can tell us.
Awesome.
Yeah. And it's ringing.
Technology, gotta love it.
Right, you'd think they'd figure out a way to make that go away.
Hello.
Hi, John. This is Vicky and AJ on Got Mead Live.
Hi, Vicky. Hi, AJ. How are you?
Hi there.
Hi.
So, welcome to the show. We were just doing a little squeeing over the fact that you have a key lime mead coming out. So.
Yeah, we just introduced key lime pie to market about 2 weeks ago, and people are really enjoying it. So, yeah, thanks for having me on.
Oh, it's great to have you on. It's always nice to meet new meaderies and find out what you're up to. There's so many good ideas coming out these days. So
There are.
I guess the first thing we probably want, well, what we know a little bit because we got previous information from you, but
Yeah.
tell the folks. Let's let the folks out there that are listening know a little bit about who you are and how you got into this obsession. I mean, hobby.
Yeah, my name is John Harris, and I currently live in Orange Park, Florida, with my lovely family. Orange Park is a suburb of Jacksonville, Florida, and I've been a home brewer off and on since 2001, and started making meads around 1999, and started making meads around 2001. Really just for family and for friends. One of the first beers that I made was way back in my college days. I was a typical homebrewer kid. When I was 21 and in college, I couldn't afford to buy things like Foster's Lager or any of the beers that I really liked. So the very first beer that I brewed
you had highfalutin taste, dude. Man, I was drinking
Schlitz
and Blatz because that was all I could afford.
Yeah, yeah, it was Anchor Steam and Foster's back in the day. Yeah, which is better than Milwaukee's Best. And
pretty much anything's better than Milwaukee's Best.
So yeah, my first brewing experience was as a college kid, and brewed up my first batch with just a Weizen extract clone recipe, and brewed it up just before spring break. And bottle conditioned 2 cases of it. Went off to spring break and came back. Found out my roommate had gotten back before I did and drank every single bottle. He didn't leave me a single one. Not one at all.
Did you throw him out your dorm room window, man?
Pretty much, yeah. We weren't on speaking terms for a little while. The silver lining to it was that I really got him into homebrewing. So
yeah, because he had something that's bad. Sure.
Yeah, so from that point on, we were kind of homie buddies. So he'll never leave it. He'll never live it.
Oh God, yeah, no, that's something you'll be like 80 years old going, I remember when you drank all my mead in school.
Yeah, my beer and it was gone, and yeah.
No, that's funny. Or beer, rather.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's hilarious.
Yeah, it was just a lot of fun. And brewing mead just came as sort of a natural progression from my experimentation as a home brewer. With all the different styles that I learned to brew, you start brewing outside of the box, started making some wines and ciders, and then gradually moved on to meads around 2001. So.
What turned you on to meads? Did somebody bring some to a brew club meeting, or did you stumble over it, or what?
A little bit of an introduction. When I lived in Southern California in the late 70s and 80s, there were a lot of Renaissance festivals going on at the time, and so that was my first taste of traditional mead. Was served by costume college students at a Renaissance festival.
Was it the big one? Was it Renaissance Fair Pleasure South?
It's possible. I can't recall the name of it, to be honest with you. But I just remember the mead that I tried was a sweet traditional mead that really packed quite a punch to it.
You remember not being able to feel your legs anymore.
Exactly. Yeah. When the huzzas start to get a little bit slurred after the second glass.
And you're going, why am I sitting down? How did this happen?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's interesting in that, with the higher ABV, it's you discover that it's a little bit of a different animal.
Yeah, it really is. Well, and it's funny too. I've noticed that for whatever reason, and maybe it's just because you end up drinking more of it. There's this, and I hear this from a lot of people. The whole, I remember drinking mead until I fell down.
Right, exactly.
And people don't say that about wine. Usually.
Well, that's the
no,
thing.
They don't.
Mead tends